Today, we're talking gifts. Will Simpson here, and welcome to Exploring Photography. If you're anything like me, when it comes time to getting someone a gift or Christmas time and it's time to buy a bunch of gifts, I go blank. I completely forget everything, all the ideas I had all year long about great Christmas gifts for people. During the year, I can think of an awesome Christmas gift, but when push comes to shove, I just go blank. So I thought it would be very helpful to do a video on the top 10, at least my top 10 Christmas gifts for a photographer. If you know someone who's a beginner, a hobbyist, a pro, any skill level, just beginning out, been shooting for 10 years, it doesn't matter, any of these gifts will fit great for them. Now, each one of these I'm going to link in the description of this video. That way you can quickly just link them straight to Amazon and you can get them for them, because if anybody who is anybody, they will like these gifts. So let's get started with the first one. And the first one is batteries. Now, batteries are well, your camera runs on batteries, so you need batteries. And when you buy your camera, you only get one. So it's always great to have backups. You always need more batteries. However, they can get quite expensive, especially if you get the brand version, which I always recommend. I shoot Canon, so I use Canon batteries. If you shoot Nikon, use Nikon batteries, Sony batteries, they just work better. So I'll link them in the description for the Canon, Nikon, Sony, and anything else I can find for you. Batteries, and these are always a great gift. There are actually different versions for the Canon ones, so I'll link those too, but always a winner. The next gift idea is SD cards. What do cameras store all the memory on? SD cards. So it's always good to have extra ones of these. I use the SanDisk. I like the extreme ones. They tend to be faster. The one thing you want to look for is the gigabytes. I recommend getting 64 gigabytes or higher. And when you look at the megabytes per second, this is the speed in which they use. I highly recommend getting a higher one. These are 48, which aren't that great, but I use a 95 or a 170 in my cameras. It just seems to work and store faster. These are not that expensive. I think they run around $25 to $50 a piece, and you can also get a cool case, which again, I'll link all of this in the description, so it's easy for you to get. The next one is ND filters, and these range in price dramatically from $20 for 3 to $250 for 1. And just like your lens, quality does make a difference. But if you're just beginning out, you don't necessarily need an expensive ND filter. So I'll link some of the less expensive ones in the description, as well as the more expensive ones. The important thing to look at when you're looking at ND filters is you need to find out on the lens, the little symbol is a circle with a line through it, and it says 40, 49, some say 82. They say a certain number. What you want to do is you need to find the lens to match that, because otherwise they'll be the wrong size. So it's the little symbol, and it'll be a 49, 82, 72. It'll say something, and that's the kind of ND filter that you want to get, the size-wise. But they generally come in a little pouch like this. They look like a little ring like this, and they just screw onto the lens. They generally say the size on the side of the ring. So this one says 82 millimeter. This actually fits on this lens here, whereas it's not gonna fit on this 50 millimeter here. It's way too big. So you just gotta get the right size. And those are very helpful, especially for outdoor shooting when you need to cut out some light. So always a really good gift, and there's such a range of quality that you can pick whichever one works best for you. The next gift is hard drives. So when you're a photographer or a videographer or anything who basically stores things on memory, hard drives you can always use more hard drives. I have several hard drives, including a 16 terabyte backup hard drive, which is overkill for most people, but it's good for a backup. Anyways, for your easy gift, I recommend the SanDisk solid state hard drive. You can get them in 1 and 2 terabyte. I think they have more, but I highly recommend solid state hard drives because they are a lot faster than regular hard drives. This one is actually made for travel. It's a little bit more durable, so it works better. And I think these run around 130 or something around there for the 1 terabyte, 250 for the 2 terabytes. I don't 100% remember, but I have a couple of these, absolutely love them. I have one for like YouTube stuff, I have one for photographs, and so on and so forth. So these are awesome hard drives, but they are a little bit more expensive being solid state. The regular hard drives are not as expensive, but they're not as good either. So hard drives are always a really good gift because we always need more hard drives. Just as a note, if this video is helpful so far, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I do videos like this every Monday at 7 p.m. And just as another note, none of these products have sponsored this video. These are actual physical products that I myself use, that I have found successful, and that I will continue to use. So don't want you to get the idea that I'm being paid for any of this. This is just, I've used all of these items for 2+ years, love each and every one of them. So let's get on to the next gift, which I think is a very universal gift. It is the Aputure Mini Light. This comes with a little stand that clips right here, and you can mount it onto the hot shoe of the camera. It has different adjustments. It's very bright, and you can adjust the brightness here on the side. But this is an awesome light. Oh, jeez, blind myself. This is an awesome light. It works great for low light shooting. I've done some light trails with this. One of my videos, the night photos video, I did that thumbnail with this thing doing light writing. But this is an overall amazing feature, fits easily in the camera bag. Definitely recommend this. I think it runs around 130, no, maybe 60. I don't know. I really don't remember the prices of these things. I bought 2 of these a long time ago, but again, I'll link them in the description. I think they're maybe about 60 bucks. I'm not sure. Anyways, click the link in the description, find out how much they are, but they're a great deal. They might even be 45. Anyways, great product for any photographer, whether they're doing landscape, portrait, or anything. It is just a beneficial light to have in the camera bag at all times. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is not in the box, so we can get rid of the Christmas box now. The next gift is going to be fairy lights. Now, fairy lights work amazing for portraits. They are such a small item, and they're so cheap on Amazon, and they're just simply small little lights. And they can create such cool effects on things. Like this, I just have them put in this jar, and it just creates a cool little backdrop or something that I want to put in a photo. Like I could have a model hold it up close to their face or something like that. Don't mind the candy canes. It is Christmas time after all. Hence the hat. No, not rocking the, exploring photography hat this time. I'm rocking the Christmas hat, which, by the way, this is not available on my website because this is mine. You can't have it. So fairy lights are amazing. They are basically run by this battery pack here, and they have just a long string of lights. So they are super small. You can easily fit them in your bag and use them to enhance or create such cool photos. I clearly have this completely tangled up, but what you can do is you can create cool effects by, putting it under the light and bringing it up to you or holding it close. There's just so many things that you can do with fairy lights, and again, super cheap, so they're a great idea for anybody who wants to take creative portraits and things like that. All right, the next one is a GorillaPod. I'm sure you've heard of what a GorillaPod is. It is this nifty thing here. This is great for anybody who wants to be a vlogger, who wants to take self-portraits, who wants to just have a simple tripod that they can manipulate and turn and attach to pretty much anything. They can just adjust it however they want. It just makes it so easy to just put your camera right on top, set it down, attach it to a fence or something like this, and you can just place your camera anywhere and everywhere you want. This, I think, well, to be honest, I have no idea how much this runs. I don't think it's that expensive, but it is a super cool tool and highly recommend it for anybody who wants to be a vlogger or for anyone who needs just a small little tripod to carry around. This will do the job, and it's just easy and lightweight. The next item we are going into is a 5-in-1 bounce or reflector or however you want to call it. This is pretty much a must in anybody's camera bag. If you're a photographer, you need one of these. This is simply a 5-in-1 tool. So there's 5 things in one. It is a circle disc like this. It's got black on one side, silver on the other. When you open it up, it's got gold on another side and white on this side, and it's got a filter in the middle. So this basically recreates clouds. So if it's a bright sunny day, you hold it over the sun and you get even lighting. This allows you to create a gold effect to bounce light onto the person. This allows you to create a silver effect. For example, let's see if we can do this here. Let's see if it'll work now. It's too well lit. Anyways, this is a great tool to have for any photographer. They are not expensive at all. You can get different sizes. I have a cool little oval one. It's like a big, huge one. I really like it. I use it for most portraits. This one's great for travel because it's super small. The only thing is folding it back up takes some practice. That was a lot easier than it's been in past times. But these are awesome. Definitely a very good tool for any photographer. Definitely recommend getting one of these, or 2, or 3, or 4, because you can also attach them to a stand and use them in the studio. Awesome tool. Yes, must have. The next thing is a tripod. Now, the tripod that I use is currently holding the camera that I am filming this on. I use a MePhoto tripod. I really like it. The legs extend and contract really simply. It has the swivel ball head and you can turn it horizontal. It just works really well. I'll link it in the description. There's 2 different ones. There's an aluminum and a carbon fiber. I would recommend getting the carbon fiber just because it is a lot lighter, and if you carry it around a lot, it will save a lot of, you know, shoulder ache and stuff. I have the aluminum one, but the aluminum one was cheaper at the time. I think it was like 100 and something, and the carbon fiber was like 300. So again, you don't necessarily need the carbon fiber. It's a luxury though, and a lot of photographers, especially if you're just starting out, won't expend for the carbon fiber one. But if you get the carbon fiber one as a gift, they will greatly appreciate it, and their shoulders will thank you very much so. But a tripod, damn it, this sun is killing me here. A tripod is a very great gift. Now, if you want to go a little bit crazy, the best tripod on the market, in my opinion, is a Peak Design tripod, which collapses into about this big. It is the most expensive tripod I think I've found, but it's super lightweight, super compact, and does a lot of things. It's about $500, I think, which is why I personally haven't bought it. However, if you got the extra money, the extra cheddar to spend, and the person you're buying it for you like a lot, I'd recommend getting that. I'll link it below also. Another fun little gimmicky item is a lens cup. It is actually a coffee cup. It works really well, and I got it for a gift. I thought it was pretty cool. It even has an adjustable, nope, never mind, it's not adjustable, but it has all the buttons of the lens, and you can put coffee in it, drinks in it, or something like that. It's kind of a cool gimmicky cup. I'll link it below. It's nothing fancy. It's not gonna help them take better pictures, but they'll look cool doing it. And as a bonus item, if the person you're buying for loves photography, loves travel, loves that feel-good sensation, going out and taking an amazing photo, or watching great travel videos, or just traveling in general, then I recommend getting some Exploring Photography merchandise, because that is what this brand represents. That is what the symbol is. It's the aperture blades inside, taking a picture of the mountain. It represents going out, traveling, learning photography, having a good time, and enjoying the art and the adventure of photography. You can find these on my website. I will link them in the description. But that's all the gifts I have for you today, and that wraps up this video. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and comment them below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do videos like this every Monday at 7 p.m. Also, if you are looking for a place where you can share your work, learn, grow, and basically help build a community of photographers who have similar likes to you, go ahead and check out the Exploring Photography Facebook group on Facebook. Obviously, it's a Facebook group. I will link it in the description. So, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a great holiday, and I will see you guys next Monday.